Hello, my name is Brian Power. I'm a final year BA Economics through Transformation Learning student, and through my module EC3137, the Economics of Creativity, I'm here to discuss how the UCC Graduate Attributes Unit can explicitly embed creativity as a graduate attribute in the student experience, as creativity in the past number of years has become a vital skill and attribute that is necessary to succeed in the world of business. Now, my big idea is to more embed creative style thinking into different courses through modules, like introducing more academic modules whereby the creative style thinking that is autonomy driven is introduced, and the results and the benefits are actually, like, the research does back up this proposal. Like, there was research that was on physical education whereby participation increased. Now, what I believe is that through the introduction of more modules, like the transition to professional life module, whereby the students are kind of put in an environment that kind of fosters and kind of supports creativity, that education like that is more modern and will benefit. Now, I understand that there's a cost benefit of the opportunity cost of replacing this module with a more academic module, but there are businesses that are stating that creativity is a necessity and it is lacking. So naturally, colleges and education do have to catch up. Now, the biggest type of challenge in implementing this style of education is that you want to get meaningful student engagement, but with an autonomous driven creative style thinking. Autonomous is more self-driven, so the students are motivated themselves. They're more kind of naturally or intrinsically motivated, and this does tend to lead to more kind of the case studies in the previous literature on this type of education. The autonomy driven proves that the students end up being much more engaged and much more willing, and the benefits are much outweigh the cons. Now, the conceptual lens that embeds and is the foundation of this style is self-determination theory, which basically discusses how in this theory the environment that the individual is in provides the nutrients for kind of growth and creativity. Now, in education, this would be a great example because there have been case studies. Now, I chose ones on physical education, that there were different classes whereby the teacher created an environment with standard Nutumanus in 2005, whereby the teacher created environment led to kind of much more student engagement and kind of a much greater creative experience. And then another paper by Nutumanus and Standard in 2009, whereby the autonomy-driven style of education led to a much greater participation in the physical education classes rather than a neutral style of education. So there are benefits to a greater engagement, which would kind of solve the challenges. Now, my greatest piece of advice for the UCC Graduate Attributes Unit would be to research more into the benefits of creative style education and the transition to professional life module, and just discuss it with previous students who have kind of seen the positive benefits from this education and grown and developed more as a human being, and how the environment actually follows the self-determination theory concept whereby the nutrients are in the environment created. And I just do think that through further education, UCC can grow to become a more competitive university, and the students will end up benefiting in the long run. Now, just to end, I would just like to say thank you to the UCC Graduate Attributes for allowing me to discuss my proposal of my big idea, and I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.